One day, a boy walked to his father with a piece of paper in his hand, looking all gloomy. Then he said, "Father, this is the fourth time I have written this exam, and I have failed all 4 times. I think it's time to give up." His father didn't know what to say or do to ease his son's pain, but after some few seconds, he had an idea. So he took a piece of chalk and drew 2 lines at both far ends of the corridor, with one indicating the start line and the other the finish line. Then he started walking from the start to the finish line, taking long stretched steps. And after a few steps, he made it to the finish line. Then he came back to the start line to start the walk again, this time taking short, brisk steps. And he took much more steps to complete the second walk, after which he asked his son, "Of the 2 walks, which one do you think I exercised the most, and hence will burn more calories?" The son answered, "The second walk." Then the father asked, "Why?" The son explained, saying, "In this case, the distance doesn't matter. What really matters is the number of steps you took in each walk, and that determines the exercise done, hence the amount of calories burnt." Then the father said, "Let me tell you, life is the same way. To get to the best of life, you have to go through the worst of times. Always remember that where you've reached, someone has reached also, and others have gone further. But what you had to go through to get there, you went through it alone. People have made it in life. You can see they've really gone far, but they don't have a story to tell, because sometimes in life it's not where you are, but really what you did, the obstacles you overcame, the number of times you had to continue or start all over again. That makes your story special. Most successful men can't fill a small basketball court if they are to tell their life stories for people to listen to without paying a dime. But Nick, the man without limbs, can fill a stadium if he is to tell his life story for people to pay just to listen to him. And it's because of all the disadvantages and challenges that was meant for him to fail, but he overcame them and used them to his advantage. That makes his story worth listening to. We all start life, not at the same time, but some start having advantages over others. So this life is like a race, and in this race, some are competing in fast cars, others in old cars, some on bicycles. Some have to make it on their feet, and some have just 1 leg so could barely run, and some have no legs at all, so will have to crawl, and some have no eyes to even see which direction they are running into. So if by some miracle we all manage to get to our destinations at some point, then it means that some really deserve to be rewarded and regarded more than others. One of the world's most successful tennis player, Arthur Ashe, said, and I quote, "Success is a journey, not a destination. The doing is often more important than the outcome." So it doesn't matter how many times you fail. It doesn't matter the hurdles you have to jump. The most important thing is to be bold to start in the first place, because the only impossible journey is the one you never begin. And to get up when you fall, only to try again and again till you make it. Never expect a free ride from anyone, but I guess there are some people who will come into your life to help you get back up when you fall. And when that happens, the best thing to do is to be thankful and make the most out of it. But the truth is, you and you alone are your own true helper. No one said life was going to be easy. No one promised you the road was going to be smooth and straight. So it's only up to you to make it despite the challenges. And trust me, you will fail. So fail big. Make mistakes, make sacrifices. And remember, the men trying to go to the moon did not get there on their first attempt. So aim for the moon, dream big, and win big. Oftentimes people don't see the war, they only see the peace. They don't see you cry, they only see and hear you laugh. They don't see the struggles, they only see you cross the finish line with victory. So anytime you feel like you've had enough, just remember, people won't remember you trying to make it. They will only remember you give up and fail. So the fails, the tears, and the struggles is your story to tell after the victory. So make sure you tell it right, and it will be worth listening to.